So this video is about the highest paid reality stars and what they all have in common. Now, we all love the fights, the glam, and all of that. But at the end of the day, these episodes, some of these episodes, if you really peep in game, they're teaching you lessons and messages of reality shows, these reality stars, and the highest paid reality stars. We're gonna start with Kandi Burruss. She is a Atlanta housewife, and she makes 2.3 million a season, which is crazy money. But obviously, the reality checks aren't going to last forever, and they're not going to be doing the reality show forever. So she has multiple businesses. One of the businesses is called Bedroom Candy, which is an adult toy store. She also is getting royalties from her music, and she has this restaurant down in Atlanta called Old Lady Gang. And it's not just like one, she has multiple restaurants. So obviously, she is using the money that she's making off the reality show, and she is investing in businesses. So that just goes to show you need an asset, something that's going to produce money. The royalty checks, they're just coming in from the music that she did back in the day. She just didn't spend her checks and go out and buy lavish stuff. She flipped that money. And that just goes to show, when you own products and businesses, your money just keeps flowing. You're going to, have multiple streams of income is what she built. And, she deserves everything that she has. The next celebrity we're going to jump into is Nene Leakes. She made about 2.8 million every season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I miss old Nene being on the show.
Andy, I heard her sing, and I don't think she can sing. Now, this is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right?
It was really good, like back in the day when we all used to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Obviously, she's since left the show. Nene has landed her, acting gigs. She's also got boutiques that she owns. I don't know if you're in Atlanta, you probably heard of the Swag Boutique, so she also got a lot of endorsement deals. She literally turned her entire personality into a paycheck. And if you have that type of personality, you can get paid for being who you are. But again, she has businesses. It's not just like she stopped with she just stopped with the entertainment and that was that. She didn't just try to clutch to entertaining people. She opened businesses to further her streams of income. So she's got checks coming in. That goes back to ownership and having an asset that is producing money for you, having a good asset. And now the third one I'm getting into is the Puerto Rican princess.
Mrs. Baby Mother. She's the past. So you and your homegirl.
She gave everybody a run for their money on the, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And at first she was only making, when she first got on the show and Stevie was talking about sending her back to the strip club, she was only making $1,500 an episode at that time. But Joseline got so crazy with it that they started giving her $50,000 an episode by the end of her little contract with Love and Hip Hop. And I did hear that Love and Hip Hop pays the least kind of amount of money when comparing it to these other networks or these other reality shows. They're paying the least. But she was cashing in on $50,000, and then towards the very end of her career on Love and Hip Hop, she was getting paid over $100,000 an episode. Obviously, Joseline, she stayed in the entertainment business, and she also has a show on Zeus, which she's making like $150,000 an episode now. She got her music out, so she's got whatever royalties coming in for that. Joseline always came with the she's the boss type of, that's just how she got down on the show. She wasn't about to be nobody's employee, and she got these girls doing this cabaret stuff for her, and that's how she grew. So when those checks stop coming in, it's kind of like they fell by the wayside, and they're strapped financially, trying to swim and grasp at straws to get up out of their situation. The next one I'm going to talk about is Porsha Williams. She was earning 1.3 million a season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she has a hair extension line. She got book deal. She got a bunch of endorsements that she do. But again, she has her business. She has a way to make money, and that is how she is sustaining her wealth. And these people that I'm naming, all of them are staying within their means. Most of them aren't spending wildly, even though it might look like that to people who looking in on the outside, but they have streams of income set up. So if they want to go on these crazy lavish, you know, shopping sprees, they can do that because they have multiple streams of income coming in. And she picked a great, industry to go in as far as her extension line. And she's really huge in Atlanta. So that was the perfect industry for her to tap into because she already knows that's $1 billion industry itself. And you just get a little slice of the pie. And we're going to end this one with the lovely Cynthia Bailey. She used to be a model. She runs a modeling school now. She has a wine business. So as you can see, when she was only making 300,000 a season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So as you can see, they all got in common that they own business. So that just lets you know that they didn't just stick to that one check.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
So the people who are still only trying to, well, maybe maybe your life is set up so that you can't do multiple things. Maybe you have 4 or 5 kids. I don't know. But if you are able to, it's best that you find a second or third stream of income. And especially if you don't want to cut back on your lavish lifestyle, but you still want to be able to indulge in all the things that you do. It's important that you have multiple streams of income. Like, why not? And so, yeah, and I'm going to leave you with a real rich babe lesson. So as you can see that the reality TV money was just starter money. That allowed these people to start whatever business that they want to start and indulge in whatever they want. They didn't just go out and wildly blow money that they were getting on this show or just solely try to live off their earnings from the show. Even though some of them 2.3 million a season, some people could have just lived off that and just invested it and then want to go and start a business. They really wouldn't have to if they got a good financial advisor. But long story short, they all live a lavish lifestyle, but they have all these streams of income. Launch businesses, build products, and create ownership. That's where the real generational wealth is going to come from. Obviously you can use the money that you work at your job to start. That could be your starter money, like their reality show money was their starter money. You may have to save for a year or two, or maybe longer for whatever company or business you want to start. But where there's a will, there's a way. That's going to wrap this video up. If you found any type of value in this video, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and drop a comment on what you think as far as the people that I named. Next time you tune into these reality shows, just don't look at the drama. You got to start looking at the business moves that these people are making. Like, that was one of my big reasons why I did watch, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I liked seeing these people and their business moves that they even were making or trying to make. And there are like a lot of the celebrities, I did leave a lot of them out, but a lot, like even Carly Red, she took that money she was earning on the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and she's flipped it and got multiple streams of income. So the list goes on. This is just a few that I touched on, but y'all drop a diamond and go ahead and subscribe, and let's build wealth the rich babe way.